Okay, so this is Google Plus. I just received an invite from a friend, and it's only Google Plus has only been open for about a week, and I've been very eager to try it out and see what it's all about. I've heard a lot of talk about it. I actually mostly seen discussions about it online. People say it's a lot like Facebook. Other people say the circles are awesome, but I'm going to really try it out right now, and you can kind of follow me along. One thing about the registration process, I already had a Gmail account. I received the invitation to that Gmail account. So when I clicked on the link, it automatically knew who I was. It brought up my Google profile. The only weird thing was is it asked my gender, which I truthfully said, and then it let me in here. And right away, I see that it's they're promoting Circles, Hangouts, which I think is a video service, and Sparks, which I haven't heard about at all. And then it's suggesting some friends who I guess have already received invitations and are already active there. It also says have fun, start a hangout, have fun with all your circles using your live webcam. I'm not so sure I'm ready to share my life that way with my webcam, but we'll see. Maybe it'll change. And then there's an important note about the field trial. I'm part of a small test group. So what I think is going to happen here is they're going to be recording how I use it, and also, of course, this interface that I see now, it's going to probably change pretty aggressively in the next couple months. I was an early user of Facebook, one of the first 10,000 users, and the experience I had with Facebook in 2004 compared to now is really quite different. So I think it's going to evolve. So, anyways, let's check out this this friends thing, this stream. So let's see who they already have. Okay, there's nothing here so far, and the reason why is because I haven't added any more people to my circle. So let's do that right now. And these are people that they're pulling in via my Gmail account or other Google products that I already use. So let's see who they already have. Okay, so here's the guy who invited me. I'm going to put him on there. Another friend from MIT, classmate from MIT. He is another MIT grad from a previous year. Yusuf Fred Wilson, the famous VC from New York City. My old colleague Richie Jennings. Yeah, all these. Actually, it's a pretty good list of recommendations. So I'm going to get them all on there if they'll agree to it. So a couple of people I don't recognize: Reed, Boston area angel, software developer. Some people I don't recognize. But anyways, I got a group of people here. So let's put them all on. And get that going. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to drag them to the circle. So I was so caught up in seeing who people are that I actually didn't really pay attention to the other part of the interface, which is friends, family, and acquaintances. So let's clear everybody here. Pretty easy to do. One thing about Google is that when they design software products, they're pretty good about interfaces, and they try to reduce the number of clicks you have to do to complete a particular task. So I'm going to create a circle. So I'm going to call this circle MIT Sloan Fellows. That's the program I was a part of. So let's do that. I created an empty circle, and I'm going to drag some of my buddies into that who are MIT Sloan Fellows. Oh, they're already. So it's interesting. It says these people are already in your MIT Sloan Fellows circle. I'm not sure how they knew that, but they already pulled them in. Let's try Yusuf, who is also a classmate. So it says what happens when you add someone to a circle. You can share with them and see what they're sharing with you. They'll be notified. They'll appear in your public profile. Okay, I got that. Excellent. I'm going to put Alok in there again. All right, so it did. So before, when I tried to add Alok, it gave me a warning that he's already in my circle, even though I just created it, but now it's letting me do that. Jeff is another Sloan Fellow from another year. Put him in there. See what else I can get there. That's a good start. Family. I don't think any of my family members are on this yet. I'm kind of one of the people in my family who's like the tech guy. And some members of my family they don't like participating in social networking, so I don't think I'm going to see them here. And indeed, I'm looking through, I don't see them here at all. A lot of interesting recommendations. Many people I don't know. I'm assuming they're friends of friends. A few of them are old colleagues. But okay, so I'll come back to that later on. That's pretty good. But you can see you can add these circles, and from what I understand, the circles let you kind of sort not only sort messages, but also sort messages you create and let only certain groups of people see it, which is it's something that's hard to do in Facebook, and Google apparently noticed that, so they created a product around that. So anyways, that's cool. I'm going to go back to home. Here's my stream. Nothing shared so far. Share what's new. I don't want to say something that's completely banal, but let's just say exploring the Google Plus interface and doing a screencast, which I will upload shortly. Okay. See if that gets any. Whoops. Oh, I see. So it says, do I want to select a circle or person? So this is different. When you make an update in Facebook or Twitter or most other social networking services, it doesn't let you share with a particular circle. It goes to everybody. But this one, it lets you decide who you want to share it with. I'm just going to do public. I don't care if people see that. I'm a pretty public guy. I have a lot of Twitter accounts, so it's going to go public. And let's see what happens. Nice post. Okay, it was just posted there. Interesting thing about this is that it also, even though I posted it publicly, it also asked if I wanted to share it with one of my circles, which seems kind of strange because if you're sharing it publicly, wouldn't it be shared with everybody? But apparently they make a differentiation there. Maybe because people are sorting their own news feeds by certain circles. So anyways, that's done right there. Let's see what else we got. Photos. So one thing that it asked me when I was registering is if I wanted to do bring in my Picasa albums, and I said yes. So my Picasa albums are mostly stuff I've blogged about. It says photos from your circles. So these are my friends, what they've shared. Photos from my phone. I don't have a smartphone, but I do have an iPod Touch, and I'll see if I can hook that up later on. Photos of me. So I'm not really sure if that's stuff I uploaded or other people have taken pictures of me and it somehow recognized that in my album. So my albums, I'm going to guess that this is Picasa. So let's see what happens. Okay, so these are my blog photos. I have a whole bunch of different blogs, and it got them all. Interesting. Okay. Photos, I think, are a really important part. Oh, I mean, I shouldn't say I think. I mean, they are a really important part of social networking. I mean, it's a killer feature on Facebook and most other social networks I've seen. So making sure it's easy to do is a pretty important part. And indeed, Google has pointed out that you put a big fat red button that says upload new photos right here. Okay, looking good. Now what's this? Profile. So I already created a Google profile. At some point I must have put in my old work and education history, put that in there. There's a scrapbook, and it shows that I can share with anybody on the web. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. It says continue my profile. I don't want to do that. Oh, I can't escape. Alright, so it's forcing me to do it. Right. And the plus ones. Now this is interesting. On the web about a week or two ago, I started seeing these plus ones next to everything. Actually, on my own blog, I use Blogspot for blogging, and plus one buttons started appearing at the bottom of the posts, kind of like the same way that I would see a Twitter icon or a Facebook icon, like a sharing thing. I had no idea what that meant. I assumed it was kind of related to Google Buzz, but apparently it's part of the Google Plus feature where you can promote things. I've yet to understand exactly how that works in terms of when I, like, let's say 100 people hit plus one on a certain thing, whether it's my profile or a picture, what happens to that? Does it push it higher up in Google results? Does it show up somewhere else? But that should be interesting. And then also I see Buzz, and Buzz is kind of like this semi-failed product that Google launched about a year and a half ago, and it's still part of Google Plus, so we'll see about that. So let me just do this. I just plus one'd it, my own profile. It's kind of obnoxious. I just wanted to see what would happen. Also, it shows my links from my. Oh, these are okay. Your plus ones appear here. The plus ones, the things around the web you like, agree with, or want to recommend to others. So these are indeed these are things that I've plus one'd in Google search and elsewhere. Some of them are my own blog posts, and some of them are other useful things that I've found, like the MIT Campus Map, which is a really useful service that MIT offers. So I can +1 it, and then also I can remove the +1 that I added. And I'm guessing that the more people who +1 something, the higher up it will the higher it will rank in search or other resources. And that kind of leads to an interesting question. I mean, if people are +1ing things, and it's showing up in Google search, does that kind of give Google a kind of a unfair advantage in terms of controlling information? I mean, they already control so much information, but this really makes it possible for them to have an extra special sauce in terms of what people like beyond what people are linking to. I don't know. I have to think through that one a bit more, but it's pretty interesting. Okay, well, anyways, that's my first view of Google Plus. It looks like it's a lot of fun. Interesting features. I like this circle feature, which really lets you control who sees what. Obviously, it takes a lot of customization, and I'm not really sure so many people are going to spend time doing that, but it remains to be seen. And then the other thing is what happens. I'm an early adopter, but what happens when early mainstream users start using it? Will they get it? Will they appreciate it? I think because Facebook is so ubiquitous, a lot of people will, but other people, I mean, I can see talking to members of my family about circles, and they're going to be like, what are you talking about? What does that mean? Because a lot of time technology, beyond a very obvious and simple and easy to use level, it doesn't really translate that easily. And even companies that are good with user interface, such as Google and Apple, they miss out sometimes. So let's see if these features play up well with mainstream audiences. Anyways, you can follow me on my blog, ilamont.com or digitalmediamachine.com, and I'll post the video there. Thanks.